Hey guys, Ben 406 Garage, another episode of Truck Stories. And this is mine, it's not for sale, so we're just telling you the story. We're just giving you the lowdown, the backstory, why it's cool and stuff like that. But wait, before you do anything else, right now, if you're watching this, will you go down below and click the subscribe button? Hit the like button, but click that little subscribe button or turn the bell on, whatever you want to do. It really helps me out. I really appreciate it. I know it's a shameless plug, but we're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and that you, friends, all your buddies, click subscribe, help us out. I really appreciate it. Okay, back to the story. Anyway, this is a 1973 International Harvester Travelall. This is an 1110, which means it's a half-ton four-wheel drive. Original paint, original interior. I'll get to that in a second. It shows all the wear and tear, all of it. Now, it only has 45,000 miles on it, and that is a story in itself. But this truck was ordered back in 1973 by a farmer in Missoula, Montana. And if you know anything about farming, you know that they get paid once or twice a year. Usually they get paid in the spring and they get paid in the fall. Generally, it's just the fall at harvest. When they harvest their crop, boom, here's all the money. They got to figure out where it's going. So this gentleman, who we have the original owner's card, the warranty card, the title, the paperwork, the service, everything, it's all in his name. He ordered it for his wife, and this was going to be their going to town rig. You know, take the kids to school, go to the farm and ranch store, go to the grocery store, whatever. It was her rig to haul the kids and do everything so he could keep farming. So he ordered this rig. He ordered every option you could get on it for a half ton. It's got a 392, it's an automatic, it's got power steering, it's got power brakes, it's got AC, it's got deluxe molding, it has the wood grain, it's got barn doors, which you guys all know, it's like my favorite. I love the barn doors. But it's a half ton, so it doesn't appeal to everybody, but it appeals to what they were doing. So he orders it in, and the reason I know this story so definitively is a good friend of mine's family, their family owned the Missoula, Montana International Harvester dealer. So they took this guy's order, my friend's father. Now, he ordered it in, and it came in on a flatbed truck, one of the older style day cab truck that holds like 3 or 4 cars. And it came in, and there was a Scout on the trailer, there was this on the trailer, and then, unfortunately for him, there was a Travelette on the trailer, a crew cab, long bed, 4-wheel drive, 3/4 ton, deluxe molding, 2-tone paint, Mac Daddy, cowboy Cadillac truck. That was on the trailer. So my buddy's dad calls him and says, hey, your Travelall's in, come on down. We already got all your paperwork, we got your license plates, everything's ready to rock and roll, and bring your wife and we'll send you home in your new Travelall. And this was like October or something like that. So it's just about winter. It was perfect timing. So they go down to the dealership, and when they got down there, they're unloading the trucks. And the farmer looks up and he's like, well, what's that crew cab on the trailer right there? And they're like, oh, it's a Travelette we ordered in. It's 3/4 ton for it. He's like, I want that. And they're like, okay, well, we can write. He's like, no. Scrap the Travelall. Don't want it. I want the pickup. And they're like, well, we already did all the paperwork. You've already paid for it. It's in your name. We have the plates. So they got the title paperwork. Everything's done. So you own it. And he goes, I don't care what you got to do. Take it on trade. Unwind the deal. Buy it from me. Whatever you want to do. But let me know the difference of what I owe you. I'm taking that truck home. So needless to say, my buddy's dad said, okay, we'll do that. So that guy got the pickup. And then my buddy's dad was a proud owner of this fully loaded half-ton Travelall that had every option, but it was half-ton. So he said, all right, we'll put it on the lot. We'll call it a demo. We'll drive it around a little bit, around town, put a few miles on it, whatever. Well, snow started to fly, and they still had this on the lot, and they didn't have a plow truck. So my buddy's dad's like, hey, why don't you go down to the Meyer plow dealer down the road and have them stick a plow on that truck, and we'll use it to plow the lot this winter all around, and in the spring we'll take the plow off, we'll get a plow truck, a proper plow truck, and we'll sell it as a demo. It'll have 1,000 miles, 1,500 miles, whatever. My buddy's like, all right, fine. So they go down, they put the snow plow on, they plow snow with it. And fast forward until 2010, 45 years later, the snowplow is still on it. It was the parts and service runner to run customers around, to go pick up parts. It plowed snow every year, and they closed the dealership in 2010 and sold the franchise to a semi-truck franchise, which sells the international stuff. And they called me up and they said, "Hey, we're gonna get rid of this plow truck." And I never knew the story about it, and so they tell me the whole story about it and this whole deal. It's got 45,000 miles on it, but it's plowed snow its whole life. And they said, "This belongs at your house, this belongs at your shop, you need to own this." And I was like, "Well, I don't need any of them, but I love them, you know." So they made me a great deal. I went and picked it up, and it's been here ever since. So I've had it a decade plus now. And all it does here is plow snow. So literally this truck gets maybe 50 or 100 miles a year put on it, which I know all you purists out there are like, "Why don't you drive it more?" Well, because I don't want to take the plow off. So we put brand new tires on it, we put brakes on it, and service the hydraulics, and it gets one oil change a year no matter how much we drive it. And I live out in a rural area, so I plow a lot of the elderly people's driveways around here for them in the winter if it snows too much, so they can get to their mailbox and stuff like that. So it gets 50 to 100 legitimate miles of plowing. Now, what's crazy is the truck is still on the original title because they never did the title paperwork, because they just put a dealer plate on it as an inventory vehicle. So the plates that are on it, we'll walk around the back and I'll show you. The titles, we've never transferred the title either. And the reason we never transferred the title is, for me, it's kind of the history thing. You know, it's the original title, it's the original plates, it's the original paint, it's the original interior. Now, because it's a plow truck, it has some rust from the mag chloride and stuff like that. I don't care. It's never been monkeyed with. So if you come back here and you look at the license plate, back in the 70s and even today, Montana's 1-year registration. You register it every year. So you look right there, plates expired in 74, it was a 73. So they had put the sticker on, they put the plate on, and then number 4 in Montana, if you guys don't know, the first number on these plates in Montana, that's the county number. Number 4 is Missoula County. So they put the plates and the sticker on, and as soon as the plates expired, they just put the dealer plate on the back, and they put the plates in under the seat or whatever. They had them when I went and picked it up. Like, "Here's the original plates if you want them." I'm like, "Oh, are you kidding me? Yes, give me those." So yeah, the barn doors, just like Daisy. Full-size matching spare. See, I mean, I don't think the back seat, no, I don't think the back seat's ever been sat in. Headliner's still good, all the glass is good and stuff like that, but the rear wheel wells have a little bit of the rust from the mag chloride, just because all it ever did was plow, so it just got crap thrown up in the wheel wells. But I mean, all the doors shut good. You know, it's got a few dents, got a few dings. It's bench seat, front and rear. It's nothing fancy. I mean, she's a work truck. No apologies needed. She's worked her whole life. I don't think since I've had it, I don't think I've taken it out of 4-wheel drive since I've had it. I think the hubs have been turned in and it's been in 4-wheel drive high or 4-wheel drive low for 10 years. I don't think I've ever taken it out. And I just put it away for the winter, or for the summer. I used it in the winter. I just parked it out back here and put it away, and I was like, "Oh, you guys are going to want to hear the story about this because it's such a cool story and such a neat truck." But I'd kind of put it away for the summer. So I pulled it out and raised the plow up and drove it out here, you know, and did a little video for you guys so you can kind of check it out. This one did not have a roof rack installed from the factory either, which is kind of cool because the holes drilled in the roof racks a lot of times would leak, and that was what would take out your headliner. So this one not having a roof rack, that also helped it last quite a while. And you'll see on this one that it's got a white roof. That was also optional, this ivory white color. And they painted it right from this body line here. And then on the back, if you had a barn door truck, they stopped the body paint line right here at the top of the doors. If you had a window here with a tailgate, they would actually paint this all the way down to here. Why they did that, I have no idea. But that is actually a distinct difference on a white roof. If you have a white roof tailgate truck, you'll have a stripe of white here. If you have a barn door truck, it's color matched here. I don't know. There's somebody who knows more about this from back in the day. comment below if you know the story of that. I've been told that by many old timers and my buddy's dad, who is a dealer. So I know that that's correct, but I don't know why they chose to do it that way. So anyway, it's windy today. Otherwise, I'd take you guys for a drive. Maybe we'll drive it on a different day. But thanks for watching. Thanks for commenting and subscribing. Tell your friends and share it. Like it, dislike it, say whatever you need to say on the bottom. But we appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you on the next one.